Hey, and thanks so much for joining me on Changing the Face of Fibromyalgia. I'm Jessica, and I'm very, very happy that you're here today. We're going to cover a great topic today, and that is flares. What is a flare? The symptoms of a flare. How do you get into a flare, and how do you get yourself back out of a flare? All too often, I forget after dealing with this illness for 20, 25 years, what it is like for a new individual to be coming into this illness and getting diagnosed, and it can be very, very overwhelming. So I thought it would be a great idea to do a video on flares, fibro flares. So first of all, it's important to understand the anatomy of your body and how things work so that you can understand why you go into flares. It's not necessarily all about what you're doing that's causing the flare, but what's going on the inside that you need to be aware of so that you can prevent a flare. Flares can last anywhere from a day, 2 days, a week, several months. The longest flare that I've had consecutively was 4 months, and that was last year. It definitely brought me to my knees and made me open my eyes a little bit more to what was going on. So flares come on when certain things happen. One of the first and probably most important thing that causes a flare is stress. Stress is a huge hitter when it comes to causing your pain. The reason why stress causes pain is because your adrenal glands, which secrete several different hormones, one of the main ones is cortisol, and that is your stress hormone. So when your body is feeling stressed, exhausted, your adrenals give out, causing more inflammation, causing fibro fog, insomnia, depression, anxiety, and definitely more pain. So the best way for you to look at your stress is, number one, what's causing your stress? How can you best deal with the stress? And make sure that you incorporate meditating and journaling into your regimen, because meditating helps your brain rest. It gives your adrenal glands time to rest and reboot, and it helps you purge your thoughts from your mind and helps you in eliminating your stress. It also brings more positivity to you, in return making you a little bit happier. My family was told by my doctor to not tell me anything that is going to stress me out, to leave me be and let me rest and not concern me with things that are not important. Now, if it was something to do with my kids or something to do with an emergency, what have you, then of course I am told what's going on. But the important thing is to let the people know around you that you can't deal with that issue right this minute, that you're going to have to focus on that another time, or can they handle it on their own, or somebody else that can help them. I know this is not an easy thing to do, because as a parent, as a wife, as a sister and daughter, that we take it on all ourselves and we want to do everything and fix everything. But that's just not possible with fibro. It causes more pain and it causes more inflammation. The next thing that causes a flare is insomnia. And with fibro, we definitely have sleep issues. So the reason why insomnia causes more pain is because your adrenal glands are kaput, therefore putting you into a insomnia state, and your adrenals don't have time to rest. So as soon as you get your stress taken care of and you start meditating and journaling, you'll find your stress levels come down. The more you're able to cope with what's coming at you in life, and you'll sleep better. Traveling is another thing that causes flares. And if you're going somewhere that your body is just not accustomed, if it's a different time zone, if different water is there that you're drinking, the water in a lot of places contains chlorine, and chlorine is very, very bad for people with autoimmune issues. It causes more inflammation and causes more pain. So I would suggest taking like a pitcher of that you can filter your water when you're out on vacay or out on holiday, and at home get you a good water filter for your tap if you think your water may have chlorine in it. Um, Even those little tiny things can affect a flare when traveling. You also don't get the best quality sleep while traveling because you're somewhere new and your body has to have time to adjust, and that causes stress on the body, in turn causing a flare. Sugary foods or gluten or things that are going to cause more acidity in your body are things that you must and need to avoid. I am horrible at avoiding bread because I love it. I so love my bread. It's my kryptonite. And I used to crave sugary foods all the time before I started taking my colostrum. That's under control now. However, I will tell you that just the other day I had a soda one day, and a couple of days later I had another soda. And I haven't had soda in months. My body is now very acidic, and I am counteracting that with baking soda and water twice a day, one in the morning, one at night. That helps get the acidity out because baking soda is an alkaline. So if you're interested in baking soda and water, I do a half teaspoon of baking soda in about 3 to 4 ounces of water. I stir till it's clear and I drink it down. It's a great way to settle your stomach as well and help with inflammation in the intestines. It also helps with inflammation throughout the body because it takes care of the acid. So, it's strange how little things like traveling can cause a flare, but if you think about it, when you are away on traveling, you're probably going to eat more foods that you normally don't eat at home. You're probably going to eat more junk, more food that's on the go, and those processed foods and those sugary foods go into your body and feed the candida that may be lurking within there. Not maybe, is lurking within there, because everybody has candida. But people with autoimmune usually have out of control candida. And eating the sugar, eating the bread, eating the acids feeds the candida, and the candida grows, causing more damage to the gut, causing more inflammation, causing more pain, moving to the adrenals, exhausting them, and then before you know it, you're in a flare. So please try to avoid the sugary foods. Try to avoid the gluten if possible. But I'm not going to say stop eating it altogether, because I have a hard time myself stop eating it altogether. So I'm not about to say, hey, stop eating all that food, because I can tell you I have my faults, I have my slips, and I do eat those foods occasionally. I'm also a Southerner, and we love fried food and we love bread. So I try. So those are just some things that causes flares in the body. What are symptoms of flares? Well, you have itchy skin, burning skin, upset stomach, more pain than usual. You can have flu-like symptoms. You can have headache, definitely a hard time sleeping, hard time getting comfortable. Your joints are going to hurt, and you will notice when you're in the flare. The day is worse than it normally is. And when you go into a flare, if you can think about, what did I eat in the past couple of days, couple of hours? What kind of stress am I dealing with? How am I handling that stress? And is there someone that can help me deal with what is going on and help me handle the situation? Have I meditated? Have I journaled? These are just some things that will help you avoid a flare. Now, I've said in another video, I really like SAM E. It's a supplement that you can get almost anywhere. I get mine at Walmart, but it's called SAM, S-A-M, E. And it is a natural thing that we produce in our bodies, but as we get older, the less SAM-E we produce. And also, when you're as sick as we are, the less SAM-E you produce. So SAM-E is all natural. It can be taken with any medications. The precautions are, if you have bipolar, then you are not to take SAM-E because it is a mood enhancer. So SAMe goes in there, gives supports to your adrenals, helps you with anxiety and depression, helps you with sleep. If you're interested in SAMe, I'll definitely provide a link below that you can click on and read about SAMe. Also, I think that it would be important for you to find a group of people that could help you support yourself in times of flares and when you have questions. If you're interested in a support group, I run one on Facebook called In Spite of Fibromyalgia. It's a fantastic group. We're very supportive and understanding. So come and join us if you'd like. I really do hope this video helped you. Please make sure that you let me know how you deal with your flares in the comments below. I'd be very interested to see how some of you cope and what you do to help you in the time of flares and what you feel like when you're in a flare. Just take a quick second, subscribe to my channel by clicking on the little round circle with my face on it. That'll get you subscribed to the channel and you'll get new notifications when new videos come out. And please make sure you check out more videos below. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Let me know how I'm doing, and we'll definitely see you next time.